Штробас. Всем привет. Сейчас будет стрим Микрокарбалоида. Come Deliverance. Короче, сейчас будет полный тикток. А нам охота похавать, поесть У. А до этого было вроде Е писалось нормально. У. У. Так. Сюда мне? Нет? Маркер. Ага.
Look who's
он.
finally up!
Интро.
Good morning, Henry.
Доброе утро,
You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst
А
of
я
these
уже похавал,
exquisite woods.
типа, а мы сейчас будем только
I'm
хавать.
glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Once, when we were out hunting, Hans was taken captive by humans, but with a bit of luck, I managed to rescue him.
Humans?
You haven't come across them? They're savages from the Hungarian lands, the core of Sigismund's army. Who knows what heathen gods they pray to? They hold nothing
Непонятно,
sacred.
какой этот
Pillage, rape,
выбирать
and murder.
вариант
They razed
ответа.
my hometown of
Что
Scalise
оно
to the ground,
значит, что не значит.
slaughtered everyone.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But
Нифига
the
себе.
thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive. I rescued him.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
Узнаю.
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get
Понятно, здесь,
inside and
короче,
open the
полная
portcullis to our
и
brothers in arms
короткая
who were
версия.
poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat! He got shot in the backside!
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've
Я не
done, Bajena.
отдавал.
I have something for
Может,
you,
она нам
Henry.
пригодится.
Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion.
Слабо
It will help
спасительная
when you're
здесь.
in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time.
А
it'll
какая
save you a lot
репутация-то я
of trouble.
повышаю?
You'll see.
Какую? У этой
It's not all that
девки
hard to
репутацию
brew.
повышаю, у
With a bit
тех
of
я
practice, you
понизил,
could manage it
повысил.
yourself.
Понятно.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
Пригодится.
No doubt. But
Уже
we better
пока.
get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your
покажите,
generosity
зачем
and your
здесь?
healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I've known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
Ну да,
He
как
saved my
бы.
skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So,
Пошли, пошли,
should
конечно.
we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band
кто
ambushed
это?
us at
Не
the pond
томи.
was
Кто это?
Istvan
Кто это?
Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Вот.
You don't believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you,
Ее
it
какой
just
резкий
doesn't make
мужчина.
any sense that he'd be here.
No, I'm not. I'd never mistake him for anyone else.
Of course, Henry.
Типа,
I know you have
Короче,
accounts
первый
to
это
settle,
хороший, второй
but that's
плохой, третий
nonsense.
нейтральный или как?
Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's
Взял,
allies.
надерзил.
So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your
Нихуя
mind will turn to
приобретена
better
репутация.
things along the way.
Интересно. Хорошо. Нормальная такая заставочка. Вот этот замок. Дом. Дом-дигдом. Орёт, стоит. А тут недалеко за холмом. У него вроде штанов-то не было. Ну, я не знаю. Мне кажется, меня забанят, да, завтра скидки не право. Или что? Так, песня. Вот этот замок. Теперь я понимаю. Нихуя его как поставил на горе. Нормальный такой музончик. Нормальный такой тут. Нормально. Рисовая пошла. Прикольно. У меня, кстати, игра в начале очень долго загружалась. В начале было очень. Походу сейчас он что-то очень грузит. Может он очень жестко грузить.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Ну да, не пустили бы. Я бы тоже никого не пустил бы этих типочков. Да, вот так вот она жесткого диска работает. Трешак какой-то. Чё, они типа обратно вернулись или чё? Да, в деревню. Зашли умыться.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
And the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
Нет,
That's all very
письмо
well,
надо.
except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in pride.
So what do you suggest?
To rat up. You just don't get it, do you? We can't be a laughing...
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as...
Yeah, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Paget. Best way to honor their
Спокойно
memory.
зовите парней в
We'll get
войну.
inside the
Отель
castle.
проведем сезон
You'll see.
побеждать Steam.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Al dente.
Аутента фортуна юват.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
What's that lemon from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
Fine bear that witch. Wench.
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
I've seen you before.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit...
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing stinking up my...
Я не угадал.
I heard some talk about your captain.
Обмыть в корыте.
What was that? That's wounded.
В каком корыте?
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Soldier had never got back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine.
The stuff's
Wait a
undrinkable.
more then.
Leave it out.
I'll be right
Once you got through the first one, you knock 'em.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Какая стерва она.
You know very well what I'm talking about. I saved your life.
Are you drunk? Get out of my sight!
Нихуя себе.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding.
Нифига как она про скид свадьбы какому типу рассказывает.
Lay your hands on me again.
Очень странные дела.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Ну, напряженно, напряженно.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air.
Мешки таскать сейчас будем. Офигенно.
That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
From far away.
I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush,
Дочь
our
Дрозда.
Tustovit's bailiff. And
Рихтар
it's
же
going to be
такого.
a grand affair. When rich
Такой
folks get
рихтар, что
married,
богатство
that's a
такие
feast that's a lot
перезакатывают.
different from when some tanner gets itched to a bathhouse wench.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
That's a mean, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
По приглашению.
Will Lord von Berg...
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? What's that?
Oh,
If you want to find out more, there's a young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain.
О,
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you... Here it comes.
поняли. Пилоты.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too...
The main thing is, she denied ever being
Отказ
at the...
пошел.
It's definitely...
I got the feeling... I did get something
Потому
out of
что
her,
от нее уже выведал,
What?
что
Von Bergov is about
он
to leave
предал
the castle.
съезжать себя с проклятия здания,
calm down, let me finish.
а еще он выгнал пышную
Young
свадьбу
Lord
сыграет юный.
Semyon from the... He's
Он это
marrying the local
пересказывает ему.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near...
Because it looks like Von...
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. And that shouldn't
Но
be
для
a
этого
problem.
он... Нет.
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have... I suppose we could stand at the side of the road and...
I'd say the wedding's a much...
We'll ask the local...
There's something else we have to sort out first.
I noticed that.
We can work off our debt. If we both do it...
Lug sacks?
I'm serious.
I can't...
All right.
I'm glad you...
Although...
Henry, haven't you ever heard...
Would that be some arist...
Not so far... Oratoris, the priest, Laboratoris, and Bellatoris. The what now? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But we'll...
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it
No,
turned out that
isn't
you're a
it,
noble's
людей?
bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword.
I'd rather forget...
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against pure blood. In short,
I'm on it.
thanks again for accepting
How?
that too. But above all, once we're as soon as we have at least some gear, although if you think about the
That would be kind.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Где мешки? Хочу мешки таскать. Вот.
God, I'm bored shit. Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Куда?
What if you lent me the bullet on the Lord's Day? You're not going to put that on Sunday, are you?
Куда? Блин, нифига, надо было его тоже, кстати, подорвать, чтобы он это... Я думаю, не сломался бы. Я могу бежать с мешком? Ну, он, может, что еще пивка нальет. Как думаешь? Вот сюда.
Just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Hey, your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Oh yeah? Well, you've been annoying me the whole time.
He comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot?
I'll have you all horsewhipped.
Ignore those people. We don't need any more problems. Don't let them provoke you, all right?
I'm perfectly calm. Some local wretches can't unsettle me. Keep working and take no notice of me.
Don't say another word. Those village yokels aren't worth it.
Henry, stop lecturing me.
Now to fetch another.
Think of Mutt. I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
Why is this all
Я его предупредил.
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning? No, I don't care.
So, I went to see my brother. How's it going? The wife and talk about the inheritance.
В смысле недостаточно места?
But he drools all over.
2 из 5, в смысле? Мне кажется, я уже 3 отнес. Дичь какая-то. Да ладно.
That turns up the black bile and makes you just a village yokel.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller crazily, haven't you? And what if I'm a bit peckish, but everything he says is true. The other day, laugh all you like. But if I told you they get 3 times as much milk off them.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared. Hey, you. Get your sweetheart and fuck off out of our village. Both of you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Yeah! Don't spare him! Why did you do that?
Cypher, slice him up! Rip your arms open! So I'm patient.
Oh, hack your ass off! Don't spare him!
Nice hit.
This is
Yes, lass.
nice strike!
Good. You haven't a chance, bastard.
Come on then! Yeah!
Yeah!
You're no match for us, fucker!
Nice hit. Slice him up.
Bad luck!
Send more! Yeah! Don't spare him!
Cypher Sodalfas!
Bray, you bastard!
Nice
Hey!
What do you want? now, you'll die. Shame on you.
Hello? You're no match for us, fucker!
You shouldn't have fucked with us, Gaffer. He's good
Show your stuff!
Hey, get him. Good. Yeah! Don't spare it! Hey, Scheiße! Leave him alone! Get the fuck! Slice him up!
Удохли. Я ебу, что ли? Ну, конец игры.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do?
And who was too scared to speak? Well, if it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
И пошел он, может, сам он как-то там туда пускай вертится.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Вот такие дела. Казалось, поступок имеет последствия, что меры что такое преступление во время избегать добродушных христиан, считается, нельзя убивать, красть, вырываться в чужой дом, причинять вред людям, даже животным, нарушать их покой. Последствия преследства заставьте на вид может сообщить о страже, впрочем, если тебя не поймали, подозревать на каком относятся люди, человек будет типа осторожность, может детский возраст, можете разговаривать с вами не станет, вы можете улучшить свою репутацию, выполнить задание худше, может совершать преступление, поступать бесчестно. Улучшение, беспокойство, много деятельнее.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
You're Henry, right? Or was it the other one?
Did you drink away your hose?
It's about time. Come here. Are you going to just stand here like a stand?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Лицедей.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog,
moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise...
How does he show?
With his muscles. But to be fair, Stanislav's...
And Tomcat...
And not just...
I'm practically naked.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed.
Ah, very funny.
And what do you have in mind?
What armor are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. They say a famous knight lived here who killed all the other way round.
And is the armor real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Geibel...
I could use some armor.
And...
Well, yeah.
Wow.
That's a long...
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now. But you might find something in the...
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory.
Well, I'm not pushing you. Just...
Интересно.
I have no money.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper.
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Hey, you.
I'm Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here,
I ain't.
Where are you headed?
For work. To the city. They all promise the moon, but then you're with the city folk.
You said you were going to a city?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there.
Aha.
Well, but I won't be troubling her long. Just until I...
What do you want to do?
I'll find some...
Don't get your hopes up.
You mean I...
You're something...
Nah, I usually find work with someone.
Then why are you begging?
Sometimes I collect her, but I'd like to go. But on the whole...
Why?
Because they're different, and it's scary.
I'd like to see what they're...
You can go and see them.
Oh well.
Don't worry.
Нарочно. Ведь в кодексе новая запись. Эти, так что это такое, знаете?
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
Show me your wares.
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Oh, it's just you, eh? Welcome. You can buy everything you need. A few days ago, when I salvaged something.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the catchup pond. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off.
Were there any valuable?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered. And for Taylor Bartishak, if you only knew how... Me too. But what?
I wanted to ask you. I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business. Also, what do you want to know?
Everything's at home. Calm down a bit. The celebration is over and done with.
Keep the peace.
I'd like to report an ambush.
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint.
It's a long story.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure. If you were telling the truth, I'm sorry, lad. But until...
Excuse me.
I can't help you with...
I need to speak...
With the royal check.
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's...
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do? I'm not going to put in a word for you.
I'd like to buy...
If it's a tradesman you're after, your best bet is to ask our merchant you.
What's new in the county, man?
I heard... Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with... Will they never? And now I've been visited by one. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more?
That we found someone buried here. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of... Also, if it wasn't bad, now someone's stealing cabbage from the...
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by... Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some... And that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and jelly off.
Good day to you.
Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something. Wait till I stop being angry.
Это нормально, что я вот так побегу? Там свежие могилы.
God bless.
Прикольно.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, but it was my master's beloved.
Oh, so it could just as easily...
I don't really care what was in it.
Would you like me to help you look?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days.
Do you know where you might have lost?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have...
You should have been more losing the one thing you're supposed to...
I know, so I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm...
I have to be going. I hope you find the...
Me too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am. Eh? God be with you, goodman. I see you're a fellow traveller. Want to warm your bones a...
Where are you from?
We're going where hard work...
I should think business is brisk for you.
Indeed it is. What with the lords picking on each other again, the
all right.
No, that's not what I meant. Only yesterday we got jumped on the way. But the
You were ambushed by...
Aye. But I'm telling you, they were too bad about my bag, though. I had a nice shirt from my old woman in it.
Be glad they didn't catch your knee. I better be off.
Sure.
Сейчас паузу небольшую сделаю. Я перекурю. Дела там быстренько решаю. Все, погнали. Погнали дальше. Я тут так подумал. Надо бы, наверное, туда идти. У нас же первым делом эта хуйня это. Потом через мельника. Сказали, какой-то хмырь вообще непонятно. Пойдем мы обратно. Мы сейчас по сокращенке просто так вот ебанем. Кости я пока не готов обыгрывать никого. Там, может, надо было, да? В кости рубануться скинуть. По полям побегаем. Я туда хоть бегу-то. Вот я на дорогу, по дороге могу бежать теперь. Мне теперь 2 часа пешком бежать. Атлетику покачаем, я хуй знает. Я конфеты даем. Хуйня, война осталось бежать. Котищ. Изношено прочные башмаки. Ну что поделать. Изношено так изношено. Сюда мне, да? Где-то здесь кузнец, и еще где-то здесь задание. Пойдем к кузнецу подойдем. Кто узнал, где Тахов? Хорошо. Где кузнец?
God be with you.
That's a fine maypole.
How come you weren't in church on Sunday?
I saw a land without end. All covered in sea, hot and dry, no fresh water.
Не, давай я сначала к кузнецу.
Greetings.
Приветствую.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last 2 hands, well, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan.
Radovan.
You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith,
Да,
should it?
легко, конечно.
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
Есть себе
You
железо.
can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Ну, вот так вот другой разговор, да. Где взять?
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Who's that? Is there
Нет.
someone there? Why are you barking?
Где взять-то?
Bad dog. Barking for nothing. Sorry.
Лом надо. Мне надо. Подождите. Так, как... Ну, найти материал работы. Вот они. Купить ковки. Начать ковку. Охотничий, да, изготовить.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows.
Е.
Be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now. So come over to the anvil.
Yeah.
Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. You hear me, Henry? Better move on.
Но я
Henry,
перевернул.
what are you waiting for? Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
Прикольно.
It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. Well struck. That's a nice whistling. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get my...
You can buy some essentials, but if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, this is just a village, you know. The locals ain't...
What can I do with the...
Well, you can sell them, though you probably won't have much luck around here.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. You're pretty good at swords. But what the locals really need... Right. Here are some simple drawings that you can get down to...
Just like that?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going... You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge your way... Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in...
Понял. Собственно, кровать, то, что она всегда доступна, если вы больше по сюжету воспользоваться новой кровать, может в каких корчмах. Чертеж крестьянских.
won't have any problem.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Что мне надо? Подковы надо или чего?
God bless. Take care then. Thank for nothing.
Как? Не понял. Давай сюда сбегаю.
I'm not desperate, but you know how it is. It's easy to forget.
Believe me.
Why don't you drop by and we can talk about it?
Pervert.
No, that's not what I meant.
You're having problems with the Zheliovites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest. The winter before last, they piled snow, and last year they broke into my cellar.
Gracious.
Not yet, no. But since I'd pay you well.
What exactly would you...
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell...
All right.
Listen up then. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zheliov, has this obviously, he's very proud of it. Now I mean, you, will give his beautiful snow... Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. First, I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask... And after that, we'll have to make sure... Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith, if you pour it in the bull's water trough. But watch out. That beast is enormous.
All right, then.
And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get...
Right. Why do you and the Zheliov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their... Olbram's the worst of them all. He's the one that stole that...
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the taco.
And how did they take it from you? You can't...
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking... There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other...
Well...
Do you think we haven't tried? Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, and when the Zheliovites are at wit's end, they come... We managed to convince them to at least give us back... Look out!
Hey, innkeeper, that beer!
The Lord be with you.
I have a bit of coin again, and I'd like to throw it around.
What game would you like to...
How about farmers?
Let's play.
Кости с блях. Обычно игроку заинтересует использовать бляхи. Здесь бляхи одного уровня, оловянная, деревянная, золотая. Ты можешь использовать время парт. Каждой бляхи есть свои свойства, которые влияют на право играть. Для указанного в описании бляхи твоей суги. А еще лёда смысл. Оловянная бляха удвоит очки за последний бросок. Будет использовать один раз. Оловянная бляха преимущество. Ты получаешь балликов преимущество в начале парта. Отменяет действие. Это бляха защита, бляха фортуны перебросить одну кость, бляха силы еще одну кость. Превращение, изменение на кости на 3 использовать. Ебать. Разберемся. Да.
Why did I even agree to this? I'm going to lose my money again.
There. It looks better already.
Ебать. Вот у меня нормально, нет?
Filthy again. Damn.
А, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, это 1500. Так, 3 пятерки это 500.
What happened? Did you forget to
Понял.
count?
I'll have a beer.
Ну, почему я не могу записать там? Так.
God be with you.
Like
Yeah.
that? That's enough for me.
Yes. Так. Так. У меня, Есть, значит, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 это 500 и 2, 3, 4. Ну. Не могу.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know.
Или я не могу так. А.
Innkeeper, a beer!
Is your mind in it at all? Aren't those dice sad you're just letting them sit there? Like that? Ugh. If I was you, I'd take it. Finally, some luck.
Я проиграл. Я не понял, что я проиграл. Как мне наебали меня. Просто наебали. Кто сказал да? Коптильня. Коптить тут можно.
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Fran.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my...
All right.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools...
Gladly. There's a couple more things.
Ask away.
Thanks. I heard you...
For a few, what do you want?
I'll have a look at the...
Hey?
Типа.
It's as cold as a dog's snout. It's completely cold. Well, this one's gonna need some more work. It's already cooled down.
Может приготовить.
And that's that.
Christ almighty.
Ковка удалась. Хорошо, что удалось. Два и 8. Сачок стал. Монеточку.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Где у меня постель? Это здесь? Вареный. Вареная морковь. Где моя это? Не, у меня про ящик. О. О.
Next time it'll be even better.
Так, ну на сегодня, я думаю, хорош. Или сколько там, подожди, сколько там стрим уже идет? 2 часа, ну на сегодня хорош, я думаю. Вот.